welcome to Miss Mother Trucker, and this is your favorite Mother Trucker. Anyway, I am sitting here just in Indiana, headed towards Washington State to drop a load. And I've gotten a few questions, and I'm sorry I have not been on in a minute. I have been just really wore out, just drained. I don't know if y'all noticed in my past couple videos, I was very lethargic, wore out, gaunt looking, just, you know, I'm just wore out. So anyway, I'm back to feeling a bit better. Okay. So anyway, my student's doing real good. He'll probably be upgrading here in the next couple weeks.
Continue on the current road.
Kiss my ass, Garmin. Oh, did I say that? No, not Mother Trucker. Anywho, I digress. I've had a few people ask me, because I just purchased the Pearl, and I've had a few electrical problems and a few other, which I'm having right now, so, but at least we know what it is, and it's the same problem. We just had to figure out what it was. So I got to get it into the Volvo dealership to get things done, but, oh, sorry. Anyway, someone asked me, they go, do you regret buying the Pearl, getting in the purchase program on the Pearl, as slow as it is? You know, because right now it's really slow in trucking. Oh, child, my truck be rocking with the wind. Just, but anyway, and I'm like, no. And the reason I don't, okay, let's say I have a week, and because of the way everything lined up, like my first load of the week was just a real dud, you know. And then the last load of the week was gone to the next deal. So let's say I picked it up on a Sunday and it delivered on a Thursday. So it takes most of the end of your week. It takes the whole thing gone, your profit margin time. And I had that slow week, so I end up with a $400 or $500 check as a trainer, of all things. But then the next week's going to blow up, and it's going to be, you know, a $7,000 check, $8,000 check. But even during the slow times where I'm having, you know, $2,500 check, an $1,800 check, and everything, and everyone's like, God, that really sucks, you know, and you just bought your truck, I would just be so mad. And I'm like, why? I said, I'm making the same payment you are on your lease. I'm making, but I'm purchasing it. So on a slow week, let's say I got $1,500, okay? I really made $2,900, because I also had the $1,400 I made a truck payment into this asset that I'm paying for. So if I was leasing the truck, that lease money's just gone. Prime's made all their money off me paying for their truck to be paid for, and I just made the $1,500 and ran my ass off. Now, if I'm making a truck payment, that goes to me. That's just an extra. I look at it as having an extra $1,500 in my account. So, oh God, y'all, you can tell I had lost so much weight. I'm sorry, squirrel. I was looking at my own reflection, you know. Oh, and by the way, my facelift and stuff for my face getting worked on it's March 28th. It's going to be in Texas, and I think Lubbock, Texas, or something like that, some suburb of Dallas. I will be going in and having surgery, and I'll be down for probably, I think the doctor said 8 to 10 days before I can come back to work. So just letting y'all know, if y'all want, I'm going to take you along with the journey. I'm going to do a bunch of those little quickie videos, the shorts on YouTube, but also I'm going to do probably every 3 or 4 days about my progress, the swelling, things coming down, because I mean, y'all, since I've lost that weight, there's all this little deals in my neck that, child. But I did put off my tummy tuck and stuff, but that's here nor there. Anyway, oh, y'all might want to go over and check out Terry's Travel. Tim Travels. Terry's the host on that. show. And anyway, he's a prime driver, if y'all don't know, and he was also an attorney. He also served 20 in the military, which thank him for his service. And it is Black History Month, and he's doing a bunch of videos on people through African Americans through history, and that have contributed to history, whether it's not just the United States, it could be something else. And hey, Terry, if you're watching this, there is a gentleman that taught, I think, at Harvard. He's a black gentleman. I think his name was Dorian Gray, I think. But he helped develop the procedure for blue baby syndrome, and he became a doctor and then honorary doctor. But he actually helped do these procedures and had doctors assist him as he developed these techniques that saved blue babies. So he's developed many techniques and taught many surgeons, but he couldn't afford to go to medical school. And so anyway, he started out as a research assistant for another doctor that took most of the credit for this procedure they did, this bypass procedure for blue babies. But what was happening is babies were getting older. As they started to grow, they would die but then he developed, because the stitches and everything that were in, the baby's growing and it would just burst. So he developed some way of doing it where everything expanded as the baby grew, and everything saved just thousands of lives. And then he came up with all kinds of innovative things. I mean, it was a shame he never became an actual medical doctor, even though he performed the procedures, the surgeries. So, I mean, it's really, really fascinating. I hope you look him up. Just put in African American doctor, blue babies, not doctor, African American inventor, blue babies, and stuff like that. Google it and you'll pull them up. But anyway, I just think his name's Dorian. Might be Dorian Gray. I mean, I'm a big fan of this guy. But anyway, he's awesome. Check him out, Terry. So anyway, go check out Terry's channel. Also check out Lyle. He's really awesome. They post a lot more regularly than I do. I have just been, like I said, I wasn't feeling well. Just washed out, wiped out. Also being an instructor. I should say team driver with this student, because, I mean, he really doesn't need to be a student. He should have come in for 2 weeks and been put on his own truck. He was 12 years a driver. He needed just a little experience, get back out, getting his feet back under him, and to learn paperwork. That's it. The man knows what the hell he's doing, so there's not much I can teach him. But anyway, that being put aside, after he gets out the truck, I will not take another student until I get back after my face work, after my little facelift. And they've got to go in and take out some metal plates and stuff from when they put in when I was in the emergency room. And we're just going to get things fixed. And, so anyway, guys, I just wanted to touch base with y'all. And yes, it's just, everything's perspective when it comes to thinking about, should you buy a truck? Should you not buy a truck? Is this the wrong time? In my view, I'm getting paid an extra $1,400 a week because Prime, in essence, these loads are making my truck payment, rather than my loads are paying Prime for the use of one of their trucks. This is making my truck payment, my assets payment. So when you look at it like that, it's all of a sudden you got to raise at work. And when I make my last payment on this, I'm going to try to pay the Pearl off at the 18-month mark. Then I'm running at a surplus, an extra $1,400 a week, instead of using that to cover my expenses for my business. So, like I said, everything's perspective, everything's the way you look at it, but also it's a fact. But some people just don't want the hassle of it. Some people just want to go company. And right now, honestly, if I were coming in, if I wasn't planning on doing the 3 months and then doing my purchase, I would probably go company. And that's, if you don't care, you're being sent wherever. But you know, you're never going to be in the hole. You're always going to have a paycheck. And, you know, but you will not have choice of loads you take. You will not be able to go home whenever you want. But, you know, it's going to be steady. I have a friend that's company. Her name's Maureen. Hi, Maureen. She's done very well. She's managed to, you know, put a little nest egg aside. There's trucking along with Kirsty. She's a company driver. She's like the company guru. She doesn't know anything about lease operating, even though she likes to think she does. She doesn't. But she really does know her stuff when it comes to company. But it just depends on what your personality is. It's like those who don't know how to do it or can't succeed at it, teach it. That's how I look at it. Some people will always be renters in life, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they don't want the responsibility of the upkeep of the house or anything like that. They want an apartment. They don't want to worry about a yard, or they want to rent a house. They just don't have that drive. Kirsten, she does not have that drive. She does not own a home. She does not ever want to. She doesn't want a truck. She wants to travel. And there's a beautiful thing about that. Imagine, okay, I don't got to worry about this. If I want to go traveling, I want to go overseas, I want to do whatever, she can do it. Where some people that, when they're off work, we're paying. I'm making my truck payment no matter what, at least until at the 18-month mark when I pay it off. But Kirsten, she puts in for vacation, and they let her know, yeah, you can take it at this time. She takes it. She goes overseas. She don't got to worry. She even gets paid to be on vacation. So, I mean, there's advantages to both sides. But for me, I am definitely team lease operator, and especially team owner operator. And, you know, some people are going to say, have talked to their financial people, yeah, I know it's better to go and not own your truck and so forth, just lease it. I'm not of that persuasion. So you just got to decide what's best for you. And the great thing about Prime, you can really, really choose what's going to be better for you. What's better for you? Are you the type that doesn't want to have her own property, doesn't want to own a house, just wants to lease because you get bored in one spot and then you want to move to another hood? Or as a truck driver, you could get bored living in a certain place and you want to try out another place. You know, there's all, but to me, it's all part of working towards your retirement, having paid off homes, paid off properties and investments. You're going to have a more comfortable retirement. But company, Prime is matching your 401k. So, I mean, it just, but you can start your own 401k, you know, too. But you have no one matching it. But I'm sorry, I'd rather just double pay into mine. Or you can be like Terry over at Tim Travels in Lyle. They retired. They had careers with the military and retired. They have retirements from the military, and thank them for their service. Maybe you can thank them by going over their channels and subscribing. I think Terry's about to beat me to 3,000 subscribers. So y'all start clicking that subscribe button, push that like button. And anyway, I'm going to get off here for now. So please treat each other with love, kindness, and respect. Practice inclusion instead of exclusion. Okay? Until next time, Mother Trucker out.